Welcome back to Behind the Beauty, where we go beyond the surface and sit down with people across the beauty and wellness industry, not just talk about what they do, but why they do it. Most of our conversations have been on established business owners, but today is different. Today's episode is about the beginning of a journey. I'm sitting down with my friend, Sophia Chichyan, who just became a doctor of chiropractic and recently opened her clinic, Adjust and Align, in Studio City. This conversation is about years of discipline, the challenges behind choosing a path in healing, and what it actually feels like to step into a career where your purpose is to help people feel better in their bodies every single day. So, Sophia, let's get into it.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for the introduction.
Of course. Tell me how you're doing.
Amazing. Working 24/7, but showing up for something I love, so it doesn't really feel like work.
I love that.
But I'm really great.
So tell us, for people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about you. Who are you? What you decided to do here?
Okay, of course. My name is Sophia, as Tanya introduced me as. I'm a chiropractor. Before chiropractic school, I went to UCLA. I wanted to choose a career that it touched on everything I love and stand for. So it was really difficult at the time. I was so young. I know it's difficult for a lot of people, but I ended up stumbling upon chiropractic. I thought this career is perfect for me. It's in the wellness space. I'd be helping people every day. I'd be able to influence people in a healthy way that would be influencing their lifestyle, their body, their mental health. So I shadowed my friend's dad. I absolutely loved the whole day I had with him, and from then on, I just started school. I worked under many different mentors, and then eventually I felt like I was ready for my own place where I could have my own philosophy and make my own impact. And I was very blessed to find this location in Studio City, and now we're here.
Yeah, I'm really, really glad I can be here with you. It's insane. I've known you for years. So to finally see you be able to accomplish this and get to this stage, I'm very proud of you, honestly.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
If only you guys could see this place. We'll put some B-roll in there and you'll be able to see what it looks like. But tell me a little bit about, what your day-to-day looks like now versus maybe when you were a student. What does it look like for you now coming in?
Sure. Well, as a student, everything was revolving around school. It didn't matter what else was happening in my life. I had to be in class. I had to be studying. I had to be prepping for whatever was coming with my midterms and finals. So even if I wanted to see my friends, see my family, they were fit in within the school
around
schedule.
Your schedule, yeah.
So, but typically I'd wake up, I'd go to school. My school was in Whittier, so it was kind of a commute. And I was there all day with people, doing the same thing in the same career. So really motivating, very easily connecting with them because typically we already shared the same.
Yeah, it's so nice having people in the same path as you, right?
Because they're there for the same reason.
Yeah.
So you already have a foundation of a connection. And then typically I'd go straight to the gym after, make myself dinner, study and sleep every single day for 4 years. It was just like that. If I got lucky, I could see my family, but I missed a lot of family events. I missed on so many friend trips, and
there's a lot of sacrifice that comes with pursuing a path in something like this.
Totally.
Definitely. And that's admirable, what you've done, the years of sacrifice that you've put into it. But now what does life look like?
Yeah, my day-to-day is completely different than it was 4 years ago. Now I have the opportunity, I have way more time and I can build my own schedule. I wake up every day at 5. It's been like that for over a year. I go straight to my workout every morning.
Okay.
I get ready, I shower, get ready, I come straight here. Here we have our schedule built out. Who we're seeing, we already know from the night before. We look at our schedule. So new patient, a previous patient, if we have a meeting with an attorney or if we have meetings with local businesses to collab with them. So we have a few of those every week. But let's say we have a new patient come in, between me and ARPA, my office manager, we have a flow. So they come in, they do their paperwork, they go straight to the back in my consult room with me, and then from
you talk
there,
about their concerns and what they're feeling, whether they have pain or in their body.
Oh yeah, we spend a lot of time in that room. We go through a very thorough history. We go through what they're going through right now and then what their goals are and how I could help them. So I communicate with them throughout that whole time how I could help them, how chiropractic fits into what their goals are. And then we get on the same page. I give them a run through of the office, the rehabs we have, with what I think fits best with what they're going through, because I don't want every patient to come in and get the cookie cutter type of.
It's not one size fits all. Everyone has different issues, different problems going on.
So whoever comes in, they get that custom personal treatment plan, and then we typically end with an adjustment with them too on the first visit.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so cool. It's so good to know all those years of hard work and how it applies in your day-to-day life. I love the fact that you're in a place right now where you can work your own schedule. You get to do your morning workouts and then come into work. You're like living the wellness healer dream, I feel like.
It's literally my like entire lifestyle is just wellness based.
Yeah.
It is for me my dream.
Like, I know the girls that are like going down a similar path as you were, and they're like stressing with their finals or anything right now. They're probably like, okay, at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light. There's a light. Totally.
Good to know. You know, tell me a little bit about your clinic though here, because you've designed this whole space. It's beautiful. I want to know a little bit about construction, how did you end up coming up with this design, and like, did you anticipate maybe all the costs? Was there permit issues? Like, what did you do with the space? Well, finding the spot, it's in Studio City. Being in Studio City was something I've always manifested and wanted for myself. I just feel connected to this city. I really do. I love all the places down Ventura, and I've always imagined for myself for years that I will too be part of this community. So when I was looking for places to lease, it was just primarily in Studio City. It was really difficult. So when I had to start looking into neighboring neighborhoods, I was like, oh, this is not what I want. It wasn't in your heart.
Yeah. And then I came back to this spot. So this was one of the first spots I saw, but it was so old. It was completely different, and I didn't have a vision.
What was it?
It was a 50-year-old business, optometry office.
Really?
So very old. Completely different.
You would never know looking at this.
If I showed you pictures, you'd be shocked. So coming into that, I came and saw it alone. I didn't see the vision. My mom and my aunt were like, let's go back there. Like, let's look at it again. And I stood here and I was like, this is my place. Now suddenly I fell in love.
What?
Suddenly I was like, I need the spot. I need the spot. I got the lease. Very blessed to have gotten the lease.
What felt different the second time around walking in?
I went through like 5 or 6 or 7, maybe more. I'm not even sure how many places I went into, and it was one place after the other that was just like, I can't be here because of legal reasons, because you need certain parking spaces, certain ADA compliant issues with a medical practice. So it was just one thing after the other that was like, none of these are working. They're all, one has an issue, one is this, and then they're like, that one place was good. You just let's go back to it.
It just like looked older.
It was literally the first spot that we saw, and for weeks and weeks I just forgot it until we came back again.
And then the design aspect. So like, did your mom and aunt help out with that too?
Not them specifically. Coming into the office, like this office space, we demoed it, so it was redone. Everything is new. Everything's with my vision. I had a very specific vision going into opening my own practice, what I wanted it to look and feel like. Pinning Pinterest pictures, like constantly looking at ideas, color schemes. When I did come here, I knew that I'm not a professional with creating interior design. I have a friend who's an interior designer. Her name's Sandra.
Okay.
She did.
You want to shout her out?
Yeah, shout out Sandra. She's amazing.
Okay.
With my vision, she helped it come to life. So she would give me floor samples. I would pick one. She would come up with like coffee tables, and I would pick one. Sometimes even it came and I was like, I don't think that this works. So she was a really big part in this too. But the vision, it's just something that's always been in my heart. Like having something that feels homey, safe, airy, minimal. Like I want people to come in and get a fresh breath of air when they're here and not feel like, oh, I gotta go to the chiropractor.
And I think that's exactly how you feel. I mean, like when I walked in, that's exactly how I felt. And this is not what the typical chiropractic office looks, feels like. It's like, you almost feel like you're gonna be restored. the moment
Yeah.
that you're in here. So
that makes me
I think you
happy.
totally
That
accomplished
makes
what
me
you
really
were
happy.
like going for. Yeah, you put a lot of hard work in. Was there anything though, like construction-wise, you didn't anticipate, like allocating budget, cost? Because I know a lot of people go through the same problems.
Yeah, great question, because I think new business owners could definitely relate to this. So I found out. I had no idea how much time, energy, and effort and problems were going to come up. I was told this is a 1 month project, that creating this space was going to take maybe 6 weeks. So it was 5 months.
Oh my God.
It
Don't
was
tell me that.
Yeah, it was 5 months.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What happened? Why? Was it so dragged out? I mean, we know it's always going to go
Yeah.
over, but like 5 months, 6 months?
Because I had hired a contractor, of course, and waiting on each other. So he'd have to schedule his schedule within my schedule. I was working part-time still.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, so it would be like, oh, okay, we could meet Wednesday at this time, and then for another week we wouldn't be able to meet. So it took the blueprint, now we're ready to book people to come. Oh, my guys are busy for a week. So then it'd be, your place is getting demoed this day. It was one after the other that eventually I did leave my past job. Like I don't want to say quit. I left my job.
I wanted to know, like, if knowing all this in hindsight, would you recommend if someone's gonna do like a full remodel of a space, like, make sure you can put your time into it. Maybe don't try to if possible, like, leave one job so you can put your attention into it, or else it's gonna be like months of dragged out work. Yeah.
So what I did with this space is I waited until they really needed me every day, because I was very lucky. My previous boss, she allowed me to come here and then go back to work.
Wow,
it was close by. It was like 15-20 minutes. So if I got a call that said, Sophia, we need you or whatever, I'd come straight here and then go back. So I was lucky with that. If I wasn't able to do that, I would have left that job earlier.
Okay.
I left it at the point where I was needed every single day. Then I was like, I really need to be here. I don't want to do this back and forth. I wasn't present in that or this.
Yeah.
So I just came, I was here all day, all night, all day.
All day, all night. Okay, well.
It really was.
Yeah.
I'd show up here at 8 or 9 p.m. There was no lights. We were using flashlights on our phones, no AC during the day, so we're sweltering, but it was so worth it. Once everything, little by little, it was very motivating too, to just see little things, very exciting.
I think when you put your heart and soul into it, the payoff just feels so good.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, great. I want to know a little bit more about like your clinic. If you decided to go with a kind of like a niche, are there a certain type of patients that you're trying to attract to come here, or anything that you maybe have like more of a specialty in, or anyone and everyone, all ages, younger, older? I
really want the space to feel open to anyone and everyone, any age. I mean, even babies that are born a week ago, babies, pregnant women, mothers, fathers, anyone, athletes, other professionals.
What goes on with babies that they might need chiropractic help? Talk to me about that.
Yeah.
That's not something that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so it's a very fun topic for me. So just in general, birth is traumatic for two people, not just the mom.
Okay.
It's traumatic for the baby too. Whatever goes on, they come out into the world, they're not coming out perfect. There's gonna be tension throughout the body instantly. You're not coming into this world in a peaceful manner. So babies right off the bat, they're gonna have issues with their neck. Their heads are gonna be favoring one side, digestion, colic babies who have trouble with latching. So it's problems but I think the slapping on colic is just not correct. Their baby's suffering. The baby's trying to tell you something's wrong.
Crazy.
So why are you crying? Why are you screaming? Why are you unable to sleep? Whatever the issue is, we could help. And it's very, very gentle. It's nothing compared to how I would treat you or any other person. Very gentle, very local specific, and babies are very receptive to chiropractic work. So even after one session, instant changes instantly. Wow. Yeah.
I think that's something that a lot of like new moms would love to hear about, or maybe moms that have colic babies and they haven't gone down that path of trying to take their baby to a chiropractor and see if that can help with any of the issues. It's so interesting to see like how many lives you can touch.
It's really crazy. Like, especially colic. I think that's just a word that they slap on and they're like, just deal with it. But your baby is suffering. It's crying. It's not crying for no reason. So there's a big community in chiropractic where it's just treating babies.
Okay. So Sophia, is there anything specifically like you want to be known for within this space and how you want to build your name?
Yeah, for sure. I care a lot about my impact and influence on people. Every little interaction to me, it could affect someone's day in a good or bad way. And I want to be known in this space as a trustworthy person, someone that you are not only trusting with your time, with your body, very big deal. It's a very vulnerable place to trust a complete stranger. So I really want to build a reputation of someone that knows what they're doing, is educated, will be able to help you. That's my main goal, just to be a trustworthy source that you could talk to and rely on.
Okay, I love that. That's the number one thing. If you don't have trust with your patients, like what do you have, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Sophia, obviously, chiropractic career is not an easy one. I know you kind of touched on this, but I really want to know what made you choose this, and did you ever have a moment where you felt like this is what you were supposed to do?
Totally. I remember very clearly that moment, and it wasn't until I was deep into school.
Really?
Yeah, I was suffering with crazy imposter syndrome at school, like thinking I'm not good enough for this, I'm not into wellness enough for this. I was fighting my own, in my head, is this what really is meant for me? But it wasn't until I was treating a patient, I was working as a student, I was also working at a chiropractic office, and for the first time, someone said to me, I felt so amazing this week, I had no headaches, thank you so much. My entire system felt extremely fulfilled. I thought to myself, oh, this is my calling. Like, it did not feel like a career. When I first started, it felt like a career. It felt like, okay, I need to pick something. Let me pick something that aligns with my life, aligns with what I want to do in the future. Then it wasn't until I was into school, into working and actually treating people that it felt like a calling.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I just got chills.
Yeah, it really did.
Do you know how relatable that is? So many people are like, well, I don't know, I want to try this and see, and then they feel the exact same way you felt, but there's a moment where it clicks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad that you had that experience. What an incredible story. So you didn't necessarily always see yourself in healthcare or wellness.
No.
It just, was there something though that triggered you onto that path before even feeling like, yes, this is the right decision?
Yeah. I actually wanted to be an attorney my whole life, because my aunt's an attorney and I was always inspired by her. I started working at a law firm, and I just knew, okay, wait, I love going to the gym. I love going to my little wellness appointments. I love healthy cooking especially, like all these things in my life I love. I don't think I could do that as an attorney. Like, I don't think I could, with all my passions in nutrition and helping others. You wouldn't be able
to still maintain that lifestyle that you
I wouldn't. I didn't think I would. Because at the same time, I'm thinking, okay, I want to be a mom one day. I'm especially not going to be able to.
No, there are a lot of women that do it, right? But maybe it wasn't going to be done in the way that you thought, right? Or how you saw for yourself.
Well, at the time I thought it. I was daunted by it. I know for a fact there's so many incredible women that are just super women. Even my mom, amazing. I'm sure your mom.
Yeah.
But I was scared. I was like 19. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do it. I was just like a little kid, genuinely nervous. And I thought, okay, also I'm a calm person. I don't want a job that I might, because just by the law firm I was at, they all told me, Sophia, you're too calm. You're too calm. Like you're, and I was thinking, oh, they're being haters. Like they're not, they're being haters. But actually they were right.
You think?
Yeah.
They were kind of like trying to give you the soft
They
truth.
were right. They were right, because I could tap into any energy. I could tap into debating, trial. I could have, but in my happiest state, I'm just calm. Like in my
So when you're here
natural
in your
state,
like
I'm calm.
natural flow state, like
I'm calm.
You don't have to be turned on. This is you already on your autopilot. In
Exactly.
A way. Okay.
I don't know, but I still have a very huge respect for attorneys and the law. I still have it in my heart, like, oh, I could have done it. I so could have done it.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
You know when you just want to have like multiple lives, so you can be like, in this life, I was a chiropractor.
Totally.
This one, I was an attorney.
I was an attorney in a past life, like for sure. But I don't know. You know, they do a lot of hard work. I just flipped.
Yeah.
I thought I need a career that matches my personality too, and something I could see fitting everything else that I love in it.
I went through something very similar. Today's interview isn't about me, but I could totally relate to you on that, about having an entire like career flip and seeing something different for yourself that actually resonates more. I know a bunch of people out there are gonna, totally relate to
It was
you.
scary.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's very scary
when you're in something to then just suddenly go,
oh.
Because you know what, that voice in you's been telling you longer.
Yeah.
And pulling the trigger is the harder part.
Totally, it's very
But
scary.
it's never too late. Like
No
I want
way.
people to know that it's not too late.
Oh yeah, at my school when I was in grad school, I had people my age, and then there's people in their 50s. So I don't think it's ever too late.
Yeah.
It's just a very scary thing. You have to really talk yourself up and just go for it. If it's really in your heart,
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
it was scary, but it had to happen.
It had to happen. Okay, I want to know a little bit more about your grad school experience. Talk me about like those 4 years of chiropractic. Like, I know you talked a little bit about what like your typical day was like during that time, but just like mentally, emotionally, physically, what were the hardest parts, and how did having like your community of friends that were in school like help you out during that?
Yeah, it was transitioning from my bachelor degree to my chiropractic, my doctorate in chiropractic. It wasn't too difficult because I went from one school to the other, so boom, boom.
You didn't take a gap year, nothing?
No,
okay.
It was like a 2-month break between those two. Going there, however, it was a completely different experience. So now you don't have thousands and thousands of people. It's very small. Everyone around me has been niched into chiropractic. So we have really smart people who have really passionate about this, completely different. In college, everyone's mind is just kind of, I don't know,
still figuring it out.
Here, it became really serious, really quick.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, I'm here, I'm gonna be serious with everyone else. Very motivating environment. Not that I didn't take it seriously, but everyone was really locked into it. So I quickly adapted to that from one mindset to the other. And really difficult school. A lot of people struggle throughout going through grad school. It's really hard. They don't make it easy for anyone to just get through it from A to Z, like sail through. Classes were really difficult. The board exams, so I had 5 board exams, very difficult board exams. We had like one.
It's not easy. It's not a walk in the park.
No, it's not. They really make sure that when you're out and you're treating people and you have their body in your hands and within you, you're liable. So you have to be able to see red flags very quickly. Any condition that someone had in the past, I have to know, how is that going to affect what I do? What can I not do? It's not like willy-nilly, you're tight here. Like, we go deeply into what really is going on. I don't want to do any further, but I want to just help you. Body from A to Z, every like vessel, organ, muscle, your whole body, bone. We learn it through and through, over and over again. It was difficult. It was hard, but being with so many motivated people and being motivated myself and having so much support with my family, my friends, it made it doable and easy. Not easy, but not like hell, basically.
I think having that positive energy around you, whether it's your family encouraging you or it's your classmates that are like, we got this, we're gonna lock in, we're gonna do it, that we're gonna do it energy is what people need. If they constantly have someone around them saying like, you sure about this? You really wanna do this? It's a lot of work. You're
so right.
You're gonna start doubting yourself then at that point.
No, it was exactly that. It was being surrounded by all those people, so motivated, and my family and my friends, that I was able to even believe in myself. Because with the imposter syndrome, with being so young, I was the youngest person in my class.
Wow.
So I had a lot of like can I do this? Am I gonna do this? But being surrounded by all of that energy really lifted me up a lot.
Well, I'm so glad. Honestly, proud of you. Even with having so much support though, do you ever feel like there was a moment that you were so overwhelmed, or I don't know, like you were like, this is a side of the journey that not everyone is seeing, but I'm like freaking out?
Yeah, definitely. There were times, I lived alone at the time.
Okay.
So I was alone and I would come home alone every day. And I constantly was having anxiety and panic around midterms and finals, and it would leak all the way up until the final was taken and done. So I'm not a person that likes to pour my problems onto other people, which maybe is something I could, work on. A lot of people
are that way. I get that.
A little lean more on my family and friends, but I was crying. I was having panic attacks. Like, I thought, oh my God, if I don't pass this class, they're gonna hold me back. So I would just be up in my head. So definitely part of the journey that I didn't share with people too much. It was a lot of breakdowns that got to the degree,
and you just were keeping it within, like no one, not even your closest family knew, like you were really like having these like anxious moments during those years.
There were a few where it was so bad that I had to call my mom. Like I was like, Mom, I need some help, pray for me. Like I need some relaxation, like I need something, like please, I need your help. But typically no, I maybe me and my friends, we would mostly lean on each other with my school friends with anxiety. But even then I would step out of class and have like, okay, I need to breathe. I would like break out into sweat. Eventually, like in my final year, it kind of stopped. Like it was, but in the beginning, yeah.
No, it's very real. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of strain. I know so many of my friends that are going down different paths in medicine and health, and they're going through a lot. They're not talking about it like fully. They're like, yeah, it's hard. I'm a little stressed out. But we know that there's a lot more going on. It's just like, having people recognize that it's real, it's part of the journey, like you're not actually alone in it. I think a lot of people, that's the issue, they really feel like isolated in that moment.
And probably that's part of why I felt the imposter syndrome, because I never told people how many hours I was studying, what I was going through. And so they'd be like, wow, Sophia, like, do you even go to school? I'm like, yes, I do. Yeah, I do actually, like constantly. That's all I do all day, all night.
So how about like now? You were saying like within your last year started getting better. Like now, do you feel like you've changed as a person? You're not so anxious. You're like rooted in who you are and you feel like confident every day, like coming in, practicing what you've learned?
I'm not a typically anxious person.
Yeah, you were saying.
I really am not. What triggered my anxiousness at school was the tests. Here, in general, like let's say outside of school, I've never experienced anxiety. So I'm very grateful that I don't live with it every single day. However, it got re-lit up.
Why?
It got re-lit up. Opening this business, extremely scary.
Of course.
Extremely scary and hard. And for many months, it was like, let's pick these curtains. Let's do this
You're
rug.
like, what am I doing?
Let's make this. Let's do this with the intake form. And now it's like, oh wait, I have to bring people here. Like people need to show up for, like this is a business too.
Yeah.
It's like I know what mark I want to leave, and I know the influence I want to leave on people. But this is a business, and so bringing people in, getting visibility, it's
so important.
Wake up every day like, okay, let's do this.
I went through 4 years of school and wait, hold on. Now I have to actually like market myself and get like patients and grow this business. It's like a lot of people think like, oh, okay, it's the 4 years of school and then we're good, right? And nope. Now there's another hurdle that you have to go through.
And I'm totally ready for it. I'm throwing myself at the hurdle. Every single day I throw myself at the hurdle. But that little thing in me that's like, okay, wait, someone needs to call.
Yeah, no, it makes
someone
sense.
needs to call.
I totally get that feeling. Like you're a DC now, but like you still have that feeling of like people need to call, people need to book, people need to come in. That anxiety is going to creep in a little bit there too. But after a few months, years, it's going to be you're going to be relaxed again a little bit more.
We do see patients. We get our calls. It's just hard.
So it still feels surreal?
You have when you open a small business, you're in your highest point of motivation and vision. So when things aren't perfectly kind of falling how you see it, it's like, oh my God, what else is not gonna work out? You know, first this office, I thought it was gonna be done in 2 months. It took 5 months. Then it's like, okay, well, when we're here, everyone's gonna be nonstop in and out, in and out. But I'm like, wait, Sophia, you just opened 2 weeks ago. Like, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, I get it. What do you think maybe your biggest shift is though? Like from being a student and even treating patients there to like actually getting your patients here, treating them here. Does it still feel like surreal having this space?
No.
You're used to it now? It's already hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as far as treating people goes, it's very natural to me. It's very innate. And I know it may or may not be unrelatable, but it feels like I was born to do this. Like, truly it does. Wow. It's my favorite part of my day is treating my patients. I love treating my patients. So that part's not surreal. That's like, did I do this once when I, like, in a past life? Did I?
Aww.
But
okay, I love that. Because
then
it doesn't even feel like work.
It doesn't. The day comes and goes, and it really doesn't feel like I did anything. I just feel like I'm doing what I was meant to do. Coming to this space, though, it feels surreal. Like, this office is surreal, and
it is.
Every time I walk in, it's my happy place. I can't believe what was created. So that is definitely surreal. Just this space.
I know. Yeah. I love it. I love that. Like, you still have that pinch me moment with that like
constantly
you're in this space.
Like, I'm having it right now. If I take like a look around, I'm like, oh my God, this is my spot.
This is my spot.
Wait, this is my spot. Wait a sec.
I love hearing that. Sophia, I kind of want to know, like, with being in the space, has there been a patient story so far that has like stick with you? Yeah,
a really fun one for me, because I love hearing these types of stories and feedback. But I've had a patient really recently. She suffers, unfortunately, with really bad low back pain and cramping surrounding her period. Mm-hmm. So, and I know that's a case for a lot of girls and women. And she came to me for a completely different problem. She had mid back pain. She's like, I have this spot in my mid back. We helped her out there. And then I'm like, what about your low back? Like, it doesn't feel good. Like,
you could already tell, yeah.
And she's like, oh, my period's starting. I get really stiff. I get really bad low back pain and cramps. I can't even get out of bed.
Oh my God.
So I set her up on my decomp table that is gonna release some tension within her spine. And then I gave her an adjustment immediately after, and I sent her home. I checked up on her mid back pain. I said, how's the mid back pain? She said, completely gone, which was amazing. She was suffering for 6 or 7 weeks, she said, like, just suffering with that mid back pain. And then I'm like, she said, by the way, I've never experienced this before. I have absolutely no low back pain or cramps. And I was shocked. I've heard these types of things with
and she's had it for years, like her whole life.
I was shocked because she has severe low back pain and cramping. So I've helped girls surrounding their period constantly, but hearing it from a one-time adjustment, a one-time decomp session, I was like, oh my goodness, like, your body responded really, really well for like to the treatment we did. But yeah, it was amazing. I'm still like shocked by it. I was really happy to hear that.
I love that. Now I'm gonna like keep that in mind. Any of my friends that are going through like similar issues, I might tell them, hey, like, because I don't think anyone thinks that you would never think like that could potentially help you or be a fix, right?
Yeah, it's the low back. All the nerves that come out of your low back, they feed right into your organs.
Yeah.
So if your female reproductive organs, so when I'm treating your low back, I am treating your period symptoms.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really cool.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
I love
really
hearing
cool.
stuff like this. Things like I would never know this.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fun stuff. I love helping girls with wherever I can. We could fit in anywhere.
Yeah.
Fit in chiropractic anywhere.
Well, that one was a good like one-time fix, but what excites you about maybe a long-term patient that might walk in and like they're in severe pain and it's going to be a journey to get them to a better spot?
And that's usually the case. Usually that is the case. A long journey to get to a place where you're no longer in pain or whatever your concern is, and it's not always pain, but that quick fix was a rare one. That's why I was shocked by it and taken aback from it. Typically, patients come in with a long history of some type of pain, maybe a trauma, maybe it's a hormonal condition, maybe it's headaches. It's something long-term that they've been going through for a very long time. And it's not usually one adjustment or one session on a decomp table that could help you. So me communicating that with my patients is a really big deal, because chiropractic is something you kind of fit into your life, and you make little changes with other parts of your life based on, you know, how I could help you. If that's sleeping help, diet help,
right.
Mental health help.
This is like holistic care, right? I mean, you fit into one part, but I think a lot of people find like kind of it's like a misunderstanding to think just go to your chiropractor, get a quick fix. Like you're just a piece of the puzzle.
I'm a piece of a big puzzle, and in that puzzle is just your lifestyle, your life, other providers you go to. So I'm just trying to do my role in their life, in my patient's life, trying to influence them. Hey, if you want that low back pain to stop, you got to stop smoking.
Yeah.
Like you have to. Unfortunately, people don't want to hear it, but
you got to eat a better diet. Get some good sleep. Are there any other like practitioners or anything that maybe you recommend to certain case-by-case patients that, hey, you come to me, but you would also really benefit from this or doing that?
Yeah, definitely. I think my main recs out of this office, masseuse. People love body care. So I send out there pain management doctor. That's for PI cases, like PI specifically after coming out of a traumatic situation. We refer out there. PT, if there's like a very specific type of rehab that we don't do here that I think someone else could take over and do better, I would recommend PT to some people. Endocrinologist, girls, women who need full panel blood work, everything going on with all the hormones, that's a big one too. We refer out to endocrinologists, and just generally primary doctor. Like, hey, get your lungs listened to, your heart, your blood work, which we do here too. But it's always better to go to someone who really honed in on that. I honed in on my thing, you did your thing, we're educated in different ways. We interconnect, but I wouldn't want to take the place of someone else that is far more educated in their area.
Right? Yeah. No, I think that's completely valid what you just said. Knowing your place in the industry, knowing what other people could do to all, at the end goal is benefiting your patient, right? Because at the end of the day, like if they go and they take care of other parts of themselves, it's going to make the work that you're doing on that patient, the result be so much better for it.
Yeah.
So that's great. I mean, naturally things are a little scary, right? With starting a business from scratch, there's a lot of uncertainties, but tell me, like, it's only been a couple, like, how long has it been since you've been open?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. Literally, like, it's baby.
It's been like 2 weeks.
New. What are you going to focus on in these early months right now? Like, what is going to take your primary attention?
I believe the patient care and the admin work, we're super solid there. So when it comes to patient care, admin work, it's wrapped. We got that handled. So now that the space exists and we're trying to, get some visibility, we're really working on creating a brand, creating a trust between the brand and the person behind the brand, reaching out to community outreach. So we do events where we try to collab with people, try to post on social media because social media is so big. Yeah. So really focusing on marketing as much as possible. Like, hey, I exist. This is what I could do for you. This is how I could help you.
Of course.
If this is something you're into and you think you enjoy yourself, like, I'm here.
It's really hard, to know exactly how to market yourself when there's so much competition. But give me some specific examples. Like, what is this community outreach that you're doing? Is there something here within the Studio City community?
Yeah, it's within Studio City. Me and ARPA, we literally go business to business.
You're door knocking?
We door knock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we door knock. We go up and down to inside businesses. Like, we offer the staff free treatment. Like, hey, come in.
Wow, I love this.
We literally knock on doors. Like, we go in, we say, even the people, we bug the people even sipping on coffee. Like, hey, come in, have some. So
it's been 2 weeks you've been doing this. Have you heard from anyone?
Oh yeah, we have people come through. I mean, you're getting free treatment out of it. That's how we're setting it up. And hopefully the goal there is you come in, you have a good experience, you talk about it. You post about it. You maybe come back as a real patient, that's what we're doing.
People need to recognize that sometimes it is genuinely worth giving out certain things for free, knowing that the actual benefit you're getting from it is either word of mouth referrals, or maybe someone makes a video and talks about it, exposure. Like, you are paying in that way, or like you're giving them a free service, but you're gaining so much. You're gaining 100%. Exposure at the end of the day.
That's exactly how I see it. I have absolutely no problem giving treatment out. Like, to me, it's nothing. To me, I like doing that. If that means in return, even one person of 50 people, let's say if one person sticks as a patient, or if one person gets someone else to stick as a patient, that's what matters to me. Yeah. And that's how we're gonna have people talk about us and know about us. So that's what we're doing. We're going out, we're working with other more established businesses. And so like tomorrow we're going to Berries together, me and ARPA, the Studio City Berries, and we're treating their clients for like 4 hours.
I love that.
And we're just gonna be talking about us and as anything and everything to bring some visibility to Adjust and Align. That's what we're gonna do all day.
Also, how smart that you're thinking of like the correlation that potentially like people that are interested in Berries, which is a, you know, well, I'm pretty sure that like it's a group of people that go, and in Berries they do a lot of running, right? And they participate in like wellness and stuff. So obviously they're gonna care about their health and they're gonna be interested. So it's a really smart thing to consider that like, okay, this is a great way, because these are already people that are tapped into their wellness journey.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Probably way better of a match than me going up to a random person, which I absolutely do, and I get matches like that too. But there it's gonna be, hey, I already do care about my health. I don't have to convince someone, you know, to care about their health. Yeah. But over there, we're really excited. I think it's gonna be a good time.
No, I'm really excited for you. Keep me in the loop with like what happens and like what strategies are working. You're already on the right track. It's only been 2 weeks and you're hustling. You're gonna be fine. I'm not even worried for you. Yeah, you will be. You will be.
Thanks.
So for someone that's watching this video right now, I kind of want you to like give us some advice, and like anyone that has been in your shoes where they were very intimidated about like the 4-year time commitment, the strain, the sacrifices that they would have to make, but they really are passionate about doing this. Like, what would you tell them?
I would say that once you're in it and you actually show up, nothing is going to be able to get in your way. Getting there is the difficult part. The mental part of showing up and signing up and going to your first class, that's the hardest part, because all you're thinking is all these anxiety thoughts, all these fears. Once you're actually there, you get into the swing of things instantly. So it's very doable. You find your group, you have your support system, you have yourself, you have your outlets that you go out into and then come back, and it's very, very doable.
Yeah, just show up at the end of the day.
Yeah,
like,
showing up.
Like, let the doubts stay at the door, stay at home, show up, and you're gonna get yourself there at, you know, eventually.
As long as you could get to the door. Because once you're there, you're gonna stay. You're gonna find your community and you're gonna be able to stay, for
if
sure.
you know it's the right path for you, you're actually passionate about it, there shouldn't be anything that gets in your way. I love that. What would you say to your younger self today, knowing that like she would be going to chiropractic school? Would she ever believe you?
No way. There's no way. Like, little me wanted to be an attorney so bad. Wow. Or like a vet. I also wanted to be like a veterinarian, but she'd be like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be on trial. Like, there's no way. But I don't know, I'd probably tell her like, change your major. Change your major so you have some like biology and you're not struggling in biology. And no, I'm kidding. I would say, good luck. Good luck, you got this. Yeah. Don't cry about every final, it's okay.
Yeah.
But
I love that. That's very real. Maybe also tell her that like, hey, don't be so dead set on your ways.
Yeah.
Things might change. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Final question. At the end of your career, how do you want people to describe the way that you made them feel?
It's a really tough question. I've never thought about that before, but thinking about it now, I want in 10, 20, 30 years, I want to leave people feeling she really is a natural. She really is born to do this. I feel it within my soul. So I think naturally other people will feel it also. Coming to see me, leaving, oh yeah, she knows what she's doing. And then to have people feeling the innate positivity I have. I wake up every day truly believing it's a new opportunity for a new day to do something new, to wake up with a new energy. And it's difficult. It's difficult to have this mentality and have this, but it is natural to me. And hopefully I will also leave people thinking like different thoughts about a day-to-day life, what it could be like when you shape it in a way where you do value yourself and your body, and you do put your mind and body first. I want to impact people in that way too.
Yeah. So that people really consider like, you know, their health, their wellness from a forefront rather than a back burner. Because so many of us don't put the time in and really consider ourselves. Our life is moving fast, and you know, we kind of can neglect ourselves from time to time. So maybe the fact that like they would come to you and feel like she was born for this, she's left me feeling better than I already am, and she has highlighted for me like the importance of putting my body first, putting my health first, considering those things and not forgetting about it. Sophia, I think those are incredible things. You've only been at this for 2 weeks, and to think like that's what you want to leave people with, that just shows how much of a clear vision you have for yourself, that this is the right career for you. Your story is so inspiring to so many girls out there watching this, whether they're pursuing a path in chiropractic or anything else that's similar, anything else that takes years of dedication and hard work. And I couldn't be more proud of you as your friend.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad that you took the time to sit down with me.
No, I'm so grateful you came.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
Of course.
This was so much fun.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing your story. Guys, this is just the beginning, and it's a really special moment to be able to capture this. So if you guys are watching, make sure come here, support Sophia at Adjust Align. This is her clinic, so we'll link everything below. And if you want real conversations like this, follow, subscribe to Behind the Beauty. Yeah, thank you.